Well, hello guys. I see Vancouver won again, it was a pretty good game. They done very well, and it's nice to see them get get back on the winning track. And I so far I am impressed with Bruce Boudreau. He's done for the two games he's been here. I mean, he's done really well because I watched him when he coached Washington. I watched him when he coached Anaheim. I watched him when he coached Minnesota. Um, so I mean, this coach is um, so much better than than what Travis Green will ever be. Because when you got a winning record like that, like he has, I know his winning record ain't too good in the playoffs, but I know he's got a two year um, 2 year contract. Then the rest of this year and the other year is an option year. Um, but just to see Vancouver come out onto the ice, so and enjoy coming to the rink again and having fun and not being so tense and stuff like that. As like Canucks play on his squad radio station, like you said, it's a breath of fresh air. It's a brand new start. So when I know they I know they were talking about just taking it game by game, which they basically have to do. Uh, the game on Friday when they go against Winnipeg, no, they're gonna have to. That will determine whether or not they make the playoffs or not. That's one of the big games they have to. They got a lot of big games coming up, and they got to. They got 11. They got 11 more. Uh, 10 after Friday on in December. So I think they're. I think Vancouver's only five 5 points out or whatever now. So um, and I and I and I believe what Bruce Boudreau had said as well too. If you take it day to day, game by game, day day by day, things will work its way out. But just to see them be happy again, and that's so tensed up. And I mean, I know it's only been two games, but it basically has been a breath of fresh air for them. And I hope Petey can pick it up here pretty quick, because he he deserves to have those breaks. I mean, I know he hasn't been playing well lately, but hopefully under Bruce Boudreau he'll pick it up. And I you know and I and I like the fact of Stan Smeal being the interim general manager. I'm not saying that he's going to stay the full time, but I mean the man's been there 40 years. I mean, yeah, I think he's the longest Canuck, so he's pretty well. He's wore this team on his sleeve for 40 years, and like he said in his press conference and stuff, he's or when he was doing his press conference and his thing on TV, that he has no desire to leave in Vancouver. So we'll just have to see where they go from here. Hopefully it's forward, not 5 steps back or 8 to 10 steps back again. But from what I've seen in the last 2 games, I like what I see. I like that they're up. I like that Vancouver now is up in your face, and they're pushing back, and they're not laying back. Although I gotta admit, there was a few times last night in the game that they did sit back a little bit, but they picked it right back up again, and it and to watch that shootout and with JT Miller and Bo Horvat, I sure thought Petey might have scored, but I guess I think what it is with him is he's just with Petey, he's just squeezing that stick too tight. You just gotta go out. Petey's just gotta go out there and have fun again. And just stop squeezing that stick so tight. And Pavlyuchenko, the last 2 games has just been outstanding. I mean, this is the best I've seen that man play in. Well, all of them really in quite some time. I mean, under Travis Green, they just wanted him. He just wanted them to play one style. I mean, he wouldn't allow the Stars to be on the power play. He wouldn't allow them to do anything like that. Where I love where Bruce Boudreau, he'll give you the opportunity. If you run with it, great. Like you said, if you screw up, don't ask me again. So, he's a fair coach. He'll give you the breaks for whatever you do with him. That's up to you. Which I like the fact that he's been putting PD and Puckhosen and all of them on the power play. I mean, that's what your players deserve. They're trying to get out of that PD and he's trying to get out of that slump, and if putting him on the power play is hopefully one day going to get him out of that slump. All he's going to do is shoot that puck more like he used to, instead of trying to pass or hold it or doing whatever. Just shoot it like he did before. And because I noticed Brock Besser's starting to shoot it more, and he's starting to score. So, I mean, PD's just got to get back into that mentality to shoot the puck. And, I mean, just shoot it from anywhere. I mean, you're bound to get... If you shoot the puck from anywhere, I mean, PD's bound to get, the chances, He's just gonna relax and enjoy, and just enjoy the game. The tension's not there anymore. The tension is gone. The Travis Green and Jim Benning era is over. He's just gotta remember that they're not there to hold him back anymore. So, he's too good of a player to just be mediocre right now. He's too good for that. You know, maybe I don't know if his wrist injury has come back to play him or not. Could be. Who knows? Or he could have some other issues that he ain't telling anybody. Who knows? But hopefully PD will work it out. I mean, only time will tell. And the thing is with Bruce Boudreaux being here, I mean, he like you said, he's still a child, he's still a kid himself. So even though he is 66 years old or whatever he is, he's never growing up yet. And I think that's what makes it fun for the players to come back to the arena to practice and stuff like that. And it's just amazing to see them in the last two games be a totally different team. Because it's, hopefully they can ride this out for a while. Only time will tell. You know? But I mean, so far, whatever Bruce Boudreaux is saying to them, they're buying into it at the moment. And let's just hope that continues, keep that they can continue buying into it. Whatever he's saying, I I I mean I like him as a coach. Always have. I mean he's funny. He's comical. He gets along with the media. I mean Travis Green didn't even like talking to the media, and neither did Jim Benning. They were always quiet. And, every time the media would ask Jim Benning a question, I mean, all he would do is he would barely even say anything. Same thing as Travis Green. Just he wasn't. I hope he gets another coaching job somewhere else and does it better. But I mean, it just wasn't a good fit. And Jim Benning, I'm glad Jim Benning's gone because he was never a good fit. And now that, and I am so glad that the steamer, Stan Spiel, is taken over as the interim general manager. Now, Mark Bergman comes in. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of hoping that for the rest of this year, they let Stan Spiel do it because he's wore this team on his sleeve for 40 years, and he's watched his team fall. He's watched them grow. He's watched them fall. So I'm pretty sure that he knows. After 40 years of being with the same team, I'm pretty sure he knows what he needs to do and not do. And I mean, I have me as a fan. I watched Dan Spiel when he played for Vancouver, so and I was a big fan of his then, and I still am. I still have a lot of the utmost respect for Stan Spiel. He deserves to be in the spot that he's in. Like, and with Bruce Boudreaux, I mean, not too many coaches have a record like he has. I know he doesn't have a good record in the playoffs, but his his season record though is outstanding. There isn't too many coaches that have that kind of record. So I mean, every team that manager played for, he's made a winner out of them. So let's see if that same spark can come to Vancouver. And if I was Vancouver, I would give him the extra year. The extra, and I know he's got this year, to finish this year, and then his off year. And if Vancouver doesn't give him one full year with him, then they're worse off than I thought. So, but I was kind of hoping that they would have done it at the beginning of the season, but they didn't. Uh, but I was kind of hoping they might have, because I think if they would have done it that way and brought Bruce Boudreaux in then, and he would have had a full season to get them primed and ready, and then not that they're not doing a good job now. I'm just saying if they would have brought him in at the beginning of the season and let Jim Benning go and let Travis Green go before this even happened, we wouldn't be talking about this right now. I love the way Bruce Boudreaux thinks. Baby steps. It's you worry about today and tomorrow. So that's his philosophy. So that's the way he thinks, and it seems to work for him. So and to see the drive and the determination that Vancouver has now, is it's like a totally different team now, and that's just in 2 games. So and of course with JT Miller, he's always been the catalyst on the team. He's and I think if they trade JT Miller, I know some people say, well, trade him now while his value is so good and this and that. But I think if they trade JT Miller, I think that might be the biggest mistake they ever make, because then we're basically back in the Jim Benning era again. Because I mean, you got a player right there that works his butt off, game in, game out, game in, game out. That man works his butt off. So I mean, if you're gonna get rid of anybody, I would look at Tyler Myers. Although he had a pretty good game last night, or either last night or against Monday against Los Angeles. One of them 2 games he had a great game. But I mean, if you're looking to get rid of anybody, you try and get rid of Tyler Myers' contract. If there's a team out there that'll take it, I doubt it. And if anybody can let me know, I don't know what happened to Oliver Ekman-Larsson. He didn't even play last night. I don't even know if he had an injury or if they just giving him an off day. I have no idea. So if anybody can leave me a comment and let me know what happened to him, if anybody knows what happened to him, because it's unusual enough to see him on the ice. Uh, so I'll leave you with that, guys. And but like I said, I love I love what they're doing right now, and I just hope and pray, and I'm crossing my fingers and my toes that they can keep this up, and just ride with it, just enjoy every day, every game, and all that stuff, man. Because they are a good team. They got a lot of good players on their team. You know, they just have to believe in each other and believe in the head coach that they have, because he sure believes. Bruce Boudreaux sure believes in them. So I mean, it was nice on when his first game to see, instead of all the boos and to hear the fans cheer and all that. That was nice to see, because the, the team, the Vancouver Canucks themselves, the team itself, they needed that. They need their fan base back, and if they want to, like Sam Smith said there in his interview, he wants to try to make it enjoyable for the fans again, so that the fan base will keep coming back. And I mean, for 8 years we never had that. So I mean, you know, so it's just one of those things that Jim Benning could never do. I'm not saying he won't win. Whoever takes him whoever takes him again as a GM, I think they better think long and hard about that one, because he'll just go and he'll just screw that team up too, just like he did in Vancouver for 8 years. I think any team that man touches, he'll just screw it up. So. And I think too, if Travis Green would have let the starters play more, like let Petey play more on the power play, or let Boer Horvath play more on the power play, and let Paul Cozen play more on the power play, and Jason Dickinson, let them all play on the power play, I think we probably wouldn't have been this far in the hole. As a matter of fact, I can guarantee you, we wouldn't have been this far in the hole. It's when you don't let It's like when you don't let your star players do their thing when they want to do their thing, and the coach says no. That's that's not the right thing to do. Now, how far do you think Vancouver would have been if they would have told Henrik and Daniel, well, no, you can't be on the ice in the power play. You can't do this. You can't do that. They wouldn't have had the records that they had either. They wouldn't have. Not, not by a long shot. But see, they had the coaches that worked with them and stuff like that. So. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna go now, and all of you take care and stay safe. And hit that subscribe button and the like button, and let me know what happened to Oliver F. Larson, because I've been trying to I've been trying to find out what happened to him. So if anybody wants to leave me a comment on what happened to him, I would really appreciate it. And I'll be doing another one, another live stream on Friday. Uh, my wife is in the hospital right now, so I just thought I would do this one real quick here, and and I'll be doing another one on Friday. So just leave me your comments and stuff of what you think of this channel, and because like I said before, you guys can probably tell that in my videos that I do, that you can see that I'm in a wheelchair, and this is my only way of income. So I'm trying to get my channel to grow. Or if you guys have any uh, any suggestions on what I could put on the channel to make it grow, uh, please let me know, and I will talk to you guys again on Friday. So like I said, just stay safe, guys. All right, love you all. Peace out. And please hit that like and subscribe button.